Thank you, Nandini. Ambassador Bajpayee, Ambassador Mira Shankar, Dr. Kiran Karnik, Professor Brahmchalani, Dr. Suvir Gokarn, my friends, listening guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make it very clear because some people are expressing some opinion. This elephant has nothing to do with the elephant of BSP Supremo Mayawati. This elephant is traditional Gajaraj, our elephant Gajaraj, whom we have been worshipping for ages. You can see in Rastidhavan, you can see anywhere else. Why I've used this? This is basically a metaphor. When we have just introduced economic reforms in early 90s, I think a couple of years later, Economist has a cover story on India and shown India in a case saying India is a tiger in the cage. Couple of years later, when we started showing results in our reforms, they had elephant on the cover, again economists, saying this India is elephant which is lumbering around. When we came after 2000, when we were growing around 8 or 9%, then they had a new thesis saying India is actually an elephant which has got a tiger inside, and that tiger is trying to come out. Now, I don't know, Dr. Suvir Gokarn, other economist, Dr. Kiran Karnik will know whether economist has any point in that. But certainly, in our traditional way, Gajaraj is a symbol of composure, calm, knowledge, authority, walks with tremendous confidence. I must also give you a little anecdote. When we had this tsunami disaster, Professor Deepak Jain of Kellogg School of Management, he came to Kenya at my invitation. He told me he was at Phuket Island in Thailand when tsunami came. And he saw the waves of 2-3 meter high coming. And he came to know that 3-4 hours before tsunami hit, the elephants which were chained, which were on the hillside, they all broke away and ran away. And they say the story is the elephant who keep their feet firmly on the ground can sense the waves, and they can know that some disaster is coming. Now he had this theory that countries and leaders whose feet are firmly on the ground, they can sense the pulse of people and also foresee any difficulties, disasters coming. Now whether elephant and eagle will fly or not, our panelists will tell you. But my personal view is that as the bewildering India baffles everybody, our political discourse and discourse international relations also baffles people. On the eve of Prime Minister's visit to Washington, if you have just seen articles coming left and right, our friends belting out their lung power on television debates, and have a long list of what is wrong with India-US relations. Capital has become impatient with India. IBM, Microsoft are asking to tighten news against Indian IT companies. We have problem of immigration law. We have problem of so many other things. Snooping of Indian embassy in Washington and so on. On the other side, those who are rosy pictures, they are very thrilled with all the old things. Obama said India is not rising, risen. You are not emerging, you are emerged. You are not relationship this century. We all talk about partnership for 22nd century. So you have these kind of images, and some people say, oh, US has said India should be on Security Council. It's like giving a lollipop to a willing child. Okay, you have been asking for long, keep quiet for some time. You have this lollipop, that will come in 2 years, 5 years, it will come. But our panelists will tell you whether this idea, India, elephant, moving slowly, confidently at its own pace. An eagle is symbolic of energy and speed and agility and sharp eye. Whether this partnership will be getting new grounds, breaking new grounds. I don't want to, you have seen the joint statement. Nowadays, one doesn't have to go into details of, because you click on the internet, you get all, this is joint statement, one of the longest, about 5 pages. Literally everything is there, which you can see. and how much it will be achieved, whichever panelists will tell us. But I personally, whatever limited knowledge I have, I'm very optimistic about this relationship. Only thing is we must not have highly exaggerated notions of great things happening. You won't have nuclear deal every year. And secondly, we should not be too sensitive. Little criticism comes here, there, and our media goes ballistic. Especially the TV debates have become like boxing matches. There's a lung power which lead dominate rather than the soundness of argument. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not university lecture. As those who have come here, IFI is notorious for sticking to time. And we assume all our audience is informed audience. They have all read the joint statement and whatever has come in the press. So we start off what happened during Prime Minister's visit. And our panelists can do the post-mortem and tell us where things are going to take us in the next couple of 5 years, 10 years. Now, to remind you again, you have only 10 minutes each. And 10 minutes mean 10 minutes. We follow our flower diplomacy. When you reach 8 minutes, the charming lady will put yellow flower by your side. That means amber light of traffic, you slow down, you don't stop. But when she puts red rose means 10 minutes are over. It's traffic light, better stop. If you don't go, she will put white flower, which is like peace, white flag, and you must depart. So I am sorry to do all this. People like you who can speak on the subject for the whole night, but I'm sure your wisdom can also be expressed in those 10 minutes and audience will appreciate it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand to the panelists who have taken trouble of coming here. I'm sure you are going to enjoy this evening, and by the time you leave this room, you'll feel much more knowledgeable about India's relations than when you entered it. Now I hand over the proceeding to Ambassador K.S. Bajpai, who will chair the evening. Thank you.